Rural communities face challenges with respect to having water of adequate quality and quantity. If water is not available to rural communities, they will not thrive. They will not be able to attract new businesses. They will not be able to support the agriculture in the surrounding area. They will not be able to support their own citizens with the water that they need for drinking and other purposes. What will happen is that the community would lose population over time, lose economic vitality, and ultimately the entire area would suffer by the lack of water supplies. In our work with the Water Resources Center in the College of Engineering and in the Maddox Engineering Research Center, we address a wide range of water-related problems. In the Water Resources Center, we try to identify that resource. What are the brackish water supplies that are available? What are the other water supplies that are available? And what is their quality? What are their characteristics as to how can we exploit them? In the Maddox Engineering Research Center, we take a broader look at the environmental engineering aspects. That is, how do we treat that water? How do we make it appropriate for a wide range of uses, including removing salts from brackish waters, removing other contaminants from other sources of water. And again, the effort in both cases is to provide water of adequate quality and quantity for the needs of rural America. Rural communities need that water for drinking within the community itself, to drive economic development because manufacturing or industrial needs, businesses that a community might try to attract to an area need that water, and then again to also support the agricultural needs for that water. These research projects will ensure that there is an adequate supply of water in those communities.
My research is focused on looking at how to manage groundwater supplies as well as find new sources of water for these communities so that they can sustain and economically grow in the future. Almost all of my projects are collaborative in nature, so I work with a wide range of people, ranging from agricultural scientists, climate scientists, economists, social scientists, to develop sustainable water resources solutions. So the projects that I've been involved are, one, we are involved in a very large project looking at sustaining or prolonging the life of the Ogallala Aquifer, how best to use this dwindling water resource that we have in this region. And the second big project that I've worked on is looking at some of the deeper aquifers that lie underneath the Ogallala Aquifer. These aquifers are brackish in nature, so they have saltier water, but how best can we use them? How can we characterize them? Because a lot of these aquifers have been very poorly studied and have been poorly mapped, so a significant portion of my research involves looking at the quality of the water and what purpose can this water be used and what kind of technologies would we need to treat them to put them to certain uses. So we work very collaboratively on these projects all across campus. So we have colleagues who look at how much water is needed for agriculture, how can we make better crops, and then kind of work with them in dovetail. We work with Climate Science Center and folks talking about, what will be the future droughts, how will the water makeup or the rainfall makeup or the precipitation makeup change over this region, and that has direct impacts on how much groundwater gets pumped and how the water gets used. We work closely with a lot of stakeholders in the region, like the city of Wolford, in the High Plains Water District, who help us provide on-ground information as well as real-world data that we can use with our models to make projections and then come up with innovative solutions on how best to manage this water resource.